Hi guys, time to take a look at my Johnny Cash collection. The man himself, the man in black. And why do I like Johnny Cash? Because I was listening to it with my brother at one point, even though I knew who Johnny Cash was, sort of thing. And it just takes me back to happier times, basically. I've got a few DVDs here first to show off. Johnny Cash, 10 great performances. You can see that alright. Try to show it off best I can. Plus the bonus film 5 Minutes to Live, starring Johnny Cash, a gangster film sort of thing. And Johnny Cash has got 10 tracks on there. 10 old tracks if you want to pause that. See how that goes. So you should take a look at the tracks there. It's a 12, Region 0, and it is quite cheaply produced, this is, to be honest, but it's cheap and cheerful. Johnny Cash from Passport Video. Johnny Cash Entertains. The unofficial, unauthorised biography of Johnny Cash. This is about, let's see how long it's on for. Can't see properly here. It runs for about an hour if I remember right. Bonus material and a tour of Johnny and June's home in Tennessee, Johnny's private recording studio, exclusive interview with Johnny's brother Tommy Cash, exclusive interview with Johnny Cash's drummer W.S. Holland. This is exempt from classification, so it's an informative, unauthorised biography of Johnny Cash, basically on DVD, from Demon Vision. This, picked up from FOP, this should be good standards, quality, especially from FOP. Johnny Cash presents a concert behind prison walls, featuring Linda Ronstadt, is that? Roy Clark and Foster Brooks. This is an EV Classics. It was, as you can see, it was only £4. I still need to watch it yet. But you can see the tracks on the back there. Just pull it forward a bit so you can see it. Pause it if you want to. Pause the video. Have a look there. It's Johnny Cash, basically, and friends at his best. With guest performances, special performances, appearances, basically. So, Johnny Cash, the man in black. Moving on to a CD now. This is Cash the Legend. This was from FOP, again, £15. They did a definitive box set from the Man in Black. Over 50 years of recordings between 1955 and 2005. It says here, even though he died in 2003. Over 100 recordings. Exclusive book contains rare photos, basically. Sorry about the glare, because it's here sealed up still. And we get 4 discs on that. I'm going to try and show this off the best I can. Don't want to pull it out of focus either. But there's a lot of content on there, including stuff like Walk the Line, There You Go. I'm only selecting a few tracks here. Cry, 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 Hey Porter, Big River. A lot of Johnny Cash classics on there, and a few ones that you might not have heard of before, but on disc 4 some of these are repeated, to the extent of being duets or live. As you can see, Walk the Line, the famous Johnny Cash film biography, which came out in 2006. I actually saw this on cinema with a then girlfriend, and we enjoyed it. It's not a perfect film or anything like that. His life story is hard to tell in about 2 hours or so, but like Reese Witherspoon's got in it. Mr. Phoenix himself, can never pronounce his first name properly, who plays Johnny Cash. He does his best job, I think, on this entertaining film. It's a 12 certificate. Doesn't come with many features or anything like that, just a few features, audio commentary, 10 deleted scenes and a theatrical trailer. That's enough. You can pick this up cheap enough anyway, from 20th Century Fox, and that is Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash film, which came out in 2006. You can see my framed picture here as well. Johnny Cash, it needs to go up on the wall. Very nice, I got that from eBay, the picture, just brought the frame. I'm looking very moody with his guitar there. Johnny Cash. Wouldn't be any other way, would it really? We've got CDs now. More CDs. The Real Johnny Cash 3 CD set. This was only about £5 or so from Columbia Original Recordings. The Ultimate Johnny Cash Collection. 3 CDs. His well-known stuff comes towards the end of CD number 3, with the bonus tracks like I Walk the Line, Folsom Prison Blues, Cry Cry Cry, Get Rhythm, Guess What Happened That Way, Rock Island Line, and Home of the Blues. This is good because I love to fall asleep to listen to music like that. It's really good. 3 CD set, like I said, on these vinyls. Very creative. Johnny Cash, the Real Johnny Cash, and you can get that in place like Fop as well. Here we move on to The Man in Black, the definitive collection from 1994. Just going to pick a few selected tracks: Ring of Fire, Walk the Line, Get Rhythm, It Ain't Me Babe, Ghost Riders in the Sky, Sunday Morning Coming Down, Daddy Sang Bass, Jackson with June Carter, his wife of course, Folsom Prison Blues Live, A Boy Named Sue, Man in Black, Singing in Vietnam, Talking Blues, sorry about the glare, sorry about that, Don't Take Your Guns to Town, Wanted Man, Big River Again, yeah, from 1994, Johnny Cash, the definitive collection. At the same year he toured and did Glastonbury. Cash from American Recordings. I think this is what he started to do with Rick Rubin, was it not? But this one's from 1994 as well, so we had this album come out as well. Redemption, Tennessee Stud, Bird on a Wire, Delia's Gone, Let the Train Blow the Whistle, Drive On, Why Me Lord, 13, which I think is a cover, I believe. Great stuff. And Unchained came in 96, I think. In his later years, just before he died in 2003. This one came out in 1996, I believe. Rowboat, Sea of Heartbreak. He also did the Rusty Cage song, which he covered the Soundgarden classic from in the day. And he does numerous covers as well. Unchained as well, Meet Me in Heaven, I've Been Everywhere. I'm not sure. I know his most famous covers, but I'll get to them in a minute. Cash again, American Recording 3, Solitary Man. I like this album. It's quite upbeat. It's got some downbeat tracks on there as well, but I won't back down, from Solitary Man, American number 3. That Lucky Old Sun, Just Rolls Around, Heaven All Day, One, which is a U2 cover, Nobody, I See a Darkness, The Mercy Seat, which is a Bad Seed Nick Cave cover, Field of Diamonds, Countryman. 14 tracks on there to keep you going. I do like this album. It's one of my favourite ones actually. I don't know why, it just is. And that's American 3. Moving on, we can move on to American 4. Cash again, The Man in Black. When the Man Comes Around, which was featured in, what was it, Dawn of the Dead, the remake from 2004, was it? Yep, The Man Comes Around is the first track which you'll hear in the credits of that film. The famous one, Hurt, which is the Nine Inch Nails cover. Give My Love to Rose, Bridge Over Troubled Water, and she has a cover, I believe. Again, 15 tracks, keep you going. That's American number 4. American number 5. We're getting on in Cash's later years. These were re-released after his death, I think, around about 2006, I think. Well, number 4 was anyway. This one was released. Yeah, this one was released in 2006. Sorry. God's Gonna Cut You Down. That's quite a famous song of his as well. On the Evening Train, I Came to Believe. Love's Been Good to Me. I'm Free from the Chain Gang Now. It's quite moving, that song is, I think. I'm Free from the Chain Gang Now, which is the very last track. 12 tracks, produced by Rick Rubin. Of course, we know from the Beastie Boys and working with Slayer. So, it was making Johnny Cash a more hip, more accessible artist to a new generation. This is the last one I've got. It is American number 6, Ain't No Grave. Quite a sad album this is, because like this, you could tell in Johnny's voice that he wasn't quite, he was still into it, but then again there was a lot of sadness in his voice, sort of thing, and like health wise and stuff. Ain't No Grave, which was like used as the Undertaker's theme at one WrestleMania 1 year recently, before he apparently retired in the Undertaker. But Redemption Day, For the Good Times. He did a few other covers on it. What the old cover, Ole. I can't pronounce that one. If you can see that properly, the very last track I'm thinking of is a bit of a cover. But Johnny Cash, you can see him as a young lad there. And again, this is another Rick Rubin one, I believe. Let's double check. Yes, produced by Rick Rubin. Ain't No Grave. That's the last one I've got at the minute. American recording, American number 6. So, Mr. Johnny Cash, have you got any favourite Johnny Cash songs even? Write them down below in the description. This has been a look at my Johnny Cash collection. I've also got a few vinyls here and there. And can't go wrong with Johnny Cash, the man in black. Get rhythm. And finally, guys, I've got a Johnny Cash vinyl here. Again, Johnny Cash used to listen to the vinyls and the music. Basically, when my brother was visiting from the army, sort of thing, he came out of the army not long after that, but we used to listen to the vinyls and the music, and can't go wrong with Johnny Cash. So thank you to the man in black.